What's going on, guys? It's Peak Reacts, and I'm back with another rebuilding series. I'm doing the Blazers for the second time. First time, it was like 7 episodes, and I ended up losing the files for the series. So I'm restarting, and this is inspired by Pee Wee to Plug, his YouTube channel, Big Stack Sportingus. He is one of the members of Through the Wire. He did a similar rebuild with the Chicago Bulls, and he's like 14 or 13 episodes and I've been watching all of them, and that's fun. He goes in depth and he doesn't just rebuild it all in one episode, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be going in depth. I also have another rebuild going on with the New York Knicks, so make sure you go check that one out too. LaMelo Ball is tearing up the league with New York. I think I'm about to drop episode 3 of that or something tomorrow. So just to go through the Trailblazers team, obviously Lillard's locked up, CJ and Nurkic, those are our future pieces, our win now pieces as well. And then Hassan Whiteside's up after this year. We'll see if we re-sign him. I'm not sure what we'll do there. Carmelo is up after this year. I'm not sure we're going to re-sign him. Gary Trent, a big-time young piece, along with Little and Collins. Those are our 3 significant young pieces that we can not technically build around, but can play a big part in the future of this team. Trevor Ariza still has 2 years left on his contract, making $12 million at 34. He's definitely going to get worse after this year, but he's definitely a guy that can help us win and possibly get in the playoffs this year. Arzonia, just not going to re-sign him, hasn't done much at all this year. And Simons is another young piece, but he hasn't performed as much as I would want this year, so hopefully we can get him going at the end of the year, and then in next year, and he could be a very solid backup point guard for years to come. And then the final 4 people like Gabriel and Swan, again, they're just on 1-year deals, and they've got a lot more playing time than you would have thought this year because of injuries, but they're not in the future of this team. But we'll go to rotation because obviously if the NBA did come back, it would come back probably in mid-June. And that would mean Nurkic and Collins are fully healthy. Obviously, Hood is still out injured because he obviously has a torn Achilles. So we'll be running probably a 10-man rotation. Obviously, we're going to load up starters, and then we're going to ease Nurk back in a bit. We're going to give him like 19 minutes in his first game. Gary will be our 6th man. I want to get Simons these minutes, and then also Collins is going to be eased back in, so he'll be playing about 10 minutes. Just to ease him back into it, let me just give him all these, because I am going to change Little to a small forward because I think he's better there. He can play small ball 4, but for now, he won't be. So Collins needs about 10 minutes. Little doesn't even need that much. And then we want to load up these starters for the minutes. So CJ needs a lot, same with him, Ariza, and Melo. So this is the rotation we're going with. If you look at the standings, we are 3.5 games back of the Grizzlies for the 8th seed. And if we play the Grizzlies 2 more times, so we win those 2 games, we have a good chance to make the playoffs possibly. So we've got this Grizzlies game first here. I'm going to simulate it with SimCast. The rest I'll just sim through. But this is a huge game. We'll see if we can win it. So we're up after the first quarter. We're up by about 5, but now they're up by a good bit. Close game, and we're down 4, 6, and we lose by 5. Dame dropped 35 and 9, but didn't get help from anybody else. And Nurkic's first game's back. He only had 4 points, 2 of 7 shooting, but had 8 rebounds, and then Collins only had 2. So disappointing there. That could knock us out the playoffs for good, but if we go on a winning streak, we could find ourselves right back in the hunt. I am going to scout right now. I got 6 prospect visits. We'll be looking for a wing in the draft. So we'll give it to Isaac Okoro, a wing or a 4 probably, maybe even a good defensive guard, like a backup, because I don't know if Simons is in the future. So give it to a VG. We'll give it to Obi Toppin because he's a good 4. Precious because he can run the 3 or 4. The guy that I like the most, where is he? Jaden McDaniels, I really like him. And then We'll go Aaron Naismith because he's a great three-point shooter. Or do we go to Sadiq Bey? We'll go Aaron Naismith. So those are our 6 prospect visits. Yep, we'll scout those guys and then we'll sim now. We beat the Rockets by a bunch. It's a big win versus a very good team. Timberwolves, we lose, so we're beating the good teams, we're losing to the bad teams. We need a win here if we lose. Okay, we beat another good team. Let's see how we're doing. Dame drops 37. Dame only had 13 in this game. And let's also see how Nurkic is doing. Nurk dropped 14 and 11. So what I will now do, I'll go back and change the rotation a little more, take some away from them. We'll also cut, Zach is cold, so we're just gonna cut his minutes. And we'll cut a lot of little, so we just wanna give Nurk a good bit of minutes. And then again, load up on these starters a little more. It'll be a lot for them the rest of the year, but we need our best players playing the most minutes. And then also, Dame's gotta be the first scoring option, CJ the second. And we want to play through our star. I didn't do that earlier. So we'll sim 4 games here. Gotta go at least 3-1 in my opinion if we wanna catch up to the Grizzlies. 3 straight winnable games, we win, and CJ has a sprained left finger, but it shouldn't affect him. Oh, it will, so he cannot play. That's not fun. So Collins will be thrust right back into the rotation. So Nurk's gonna get loaded. Collins, suddenly you gotta play 21 minutes. 11 minutes left for Gary Trent. So we're down CJ, and we are 3 games back from the Grizzlies. So we've gained a game since the start of the simulating, so which is good. CJ's back. Okay, so I'm just gonna, just like that. There's no point. I don't know why they make me adjust the rotation if they're not gonna play, but I'm gonna keep a 9-man rotation. I don't think Little needs minutes. Simons, goodbye. Nurk, take some of those away, but I want to play Collins some minutes. So that should work. We'll take some of these away. Give those to CJ. Okay, so now we can finally sim some games. Hornets, winnable game we do. Pistons, winnable game we win. We beat Boston here. This Grizzlies game on April 5th is looking like a big time game. We win again. We're on a 5-game winning streak. We're 2.5 games back, so the Grizzlies are winning as well. So we'll simulate up to the Grizzlies game, see where we're sitting there. If we win again, we lose. These are probably, a win versus the Nets. Big time game here against the Jazz. Those are the guys I want to scout. Continue scouting them. Okay, here we go. Jazz, we lose. Okay. So we are 3.5 games back. The Grizzlies are just, why? I don't understand. That doesn't make sense because the Grizzlies have the hardest schedule left in the league. I don't know why they shouldn't be winning so many games. If we lose here, we're done. We win convincingly. Dame drops 27. So we'll sim 2 more games. A winnable game versus the Cavs. And then we should beat the Nuggets versus the Cavs. We win. Whiteside has a slight injury, but he will stay in the lineup. So we could get to 41 and 41. Whiteside's healed. Okay, we're doing very good right now. We are 1.5 games back. Looks like with about 2 left. So what we'll do is simcast. Gotta win these games. And hopefully the Grizzlies are only a game ahead of us because we could very well make the playoffs, which would be very, very fun. Yeah, we're getting absolutely destroyed. And that's how you don't make the playoffs. Dame drops 47, but again gets no help. So, yep, we're not making the playoffs, sadly. Simulate through date, but we get like a super good record. But we still don't make the playoffs. And are we gonna beat the Grizzlies? Did we win? Okay, we lost that last game. Ja wins rookie there, Montrez, Kawhi, bam. Let's see if Dame made anything. Whoops. Dame made All-NBA second team, which is great. The Whiteside defensive team now. So here are the playoffs. I want to check the standings, see how close we were. So it looks like we lost, or we were out of the playoffs by 3 games. Were we the 9 seed though? Because we could go ahead and check the lottery right now. We were the 9 seed. The Pelicans did not do good to end the year, but obviously the Grizzlies went crazy. And end of season stats, if you are interested. For the Blazers, Dame ended up averaging 29, CJ averaged 23, so he had a pretty good second half of this year. Melo, Whiteside, Nurkic. He has shin splints, but in his time he averaged almost a double-double. And then Collins in his time averaged like 3 points. So Collins struggled in his time, but it's okay. He was coming back from injury. So we'll simulate the playoffs here, see if there's any upsets. OKC surprisingly got the 3 seed, but they will be possibly going out round 1. They are. Brooklyn beats Milwaukee. I wonder if that's because maybe there's no injuries. I might have injuries off, which could not be good. Nope, injuries are on. I am using the Schnott sliders from Operation Sports. Link will, or the name of it will be in the description. And then also I'm using Big Stacks Porzingis' draft class, which is Big Stacks Draft 2020 or something. I'll put it in the description too. So the Lakers win the championship. Anthony Davis averaged 33 and 15 in the finals, so excellent finals from him. So Bron gets his 4th ring, beating the Raptors in 6. So this is a very important time. Vince Carter retires, Iggy retires surprisingly. And then other than that, the rest are pretty obvious. Hall of Fame inductee, Vince Carter, Hall of Fame inductee. What? League meetings. The top 10 picks are done through the lotto. Remaining picks are determined by team record. No. Reject, because we won't have a chance at the 1 pick, and that's something they would never do. But draft lottery. So here's a very important time for us. And then we'll probably do some staff signing and then save the draft. We might do the draft this episode. We'll see how we are in time. So we have the 14th odds. So, yep, and we get the 14th pick. So, skip the lottery. Warriors get the 2nd pick, and Minnesota has the number 1 overall pick. Congratulations, Minnesota. Exit the draft. Staff signing. Here's an important time. The CFO. We'll keep him. Assistant GM. You're gone. Terry we want to keep. Pargo. You gotta go, sorry. Head scout, you gotta go. And trainer, you definitely gotta go because we had way too many injuries. The CFO though, we'll keep him. Assistant GM, okay, so he's got 7 offers. We'll go after this guy, Michael Williams, and we will throw that bag to him. Give him $575. See if he accepts it. He's tentative. He rejected it. I gave you the bag. What? Okay, so let's give somebody that doesn't. We have this B and C with A potential, A minus potential. And he signs because that potential will go up, and that should help. So assistant coach, we'll get Trent, just because he's already got an A offense. He signs. Trainer is what's most important to me because we have had some rough injuries lately. So we'll take a B with a C+. We'll take Christopher Porter, and we will throw you some money because we need a trainer that will not get our guys injured. I'll throw you $250K to be our guy, and you sign. And head scout, important but not the most important. We'll go after Walter Forrest, and he signs. So our staff is signed. What are we, like 14 minutes in? Let's crank out the draft. Okay. Some scouting. I've got 1 scouting trip left. Do I send it to Okoro? I'll probably send it to McDaniels. He's the guy that's most likely to fall into our hands. NBA Combine, I don't care about that. I care more about pre-draft workouts because I have 12 people to send it to. So I will send it to a shooting guard, Aaron Naismith. I'll send one to Josh Green. These are just the shooting guards I'm sending it to. That's it for shooting guard, small forward. We'll go Okoro, VG, McDaniels, Jordan, Nora. Power forwards, Obi, Precious, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, Sadiq Bey. And then we'll send it to some centers because we could grab a center in the 2nd round like Azubuike. And I have 1 more left. Who's a guy that I realistically could see us picking up? We'll go after like a Luke Garza, just because he can stretch the floor a little more. Okay, so Obi Toppin in his back. He considers you don't draft him. Very well, Obi, I will not draft you. Standing 15-footer, Azubuike is the best one, which doesn't make sense. Standing college trios, Josh Green, Aaron Naismith. But I just want to see where McDaniels stood up, so he did pretty well. Sprint, so who's the quick dude? Aaron Naismith, okay. So, NBA draft time. We'll just watch the draft until our pick, and then we'll sim the rest. Timberwolves are up first. Anthony Edwards, great pick. That's a pick I see them doing in real life. Warriors, they'll either go Okongwu or James Wiseman. They should at least. They go James Wiseman, good pick. Pistons really can go anywhere, but you expect him to go LaMelo Ball just because he is the best player available in my opinion. So the Pistons will go Isaac Okoro. In all the drafts I've done, Isaac Okoro is always draft high, so a lot of people like him, but that's a guy I would have loved the Blazers to get, but he will never fall this far in real life. So Obi Toppin goes to the Hawks. That could work. You could run Obi at a small ball center or John Collins at a small ball center, depending on who you either would put. But he does have the back injury I was talking about, so that's interesting. The Knicks take LaMelo Ball. I took LaMelo Ball in my Knicks rebuild. Make sure you go watch that. It's on the channel. Knicks are popping off. LaMelo Ball taking the league by storm. The Cavs, I think, are now up. They need a wing. They go center. So maybe they won't re-sign Andre Drummond, and if not, he's 6'9", he can run some power forward, and I've seen him play at Chino Hills, and he can stretch the floor a tad. 7th pick, Denny, small forward for the Wizards, is a perfect fit. They needed a small forward. 8th pick, they should go wing or center, but there's no centers available, so they'll go shooting guard, but that's not a bad pick. Tyrese Maxey. I don't know why it says Cal State Northridge. That's a mess up. He should be at Kentucky. The Suns, I expect them to fully go point guard. We'll see. Hopefully Jaden McDaniels falls to us. That's the guy we want. Okay, so the Suns would receive Derek Wright. That's a fair trade. So it looks like the Spurs are coming in with a trade. They're going to pick up the 9th pick and Ricky Rubio for Derek White and Rudy Gay. So they trade Derek White, but they have DeJounte Murray. So they pick up Precious Achiuwa, a power forward. Probably the replacement for LaMarcus. Number 10, the Bulls. I fully expect them to go Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be perfect for them. They go Killian Hayes, point guard. Works fine for them. 11, they need I don't know what the Pelicans need. They can go anywhere. They have wings, they have guards. I could see them go shooting guard. They go point guard, Tyrese Halliburton. Hopefully he can play off ball, I guess. 12. The Spurs have another pick here, so they have 2 lottery picks, which is big time for them. The Spurs look like they are gonna go Aaron Naismith, so that's a guy we were looking at. So, Jaden McDaniels is still on the board. Hopefully the Kings won't take him. They could use a wing. If they take him, I'll be very disappointed. Oh, wow. Oh, that's the guy I was looking for. Just like that, I don't know if we want to take a first-round pick anymore. Sheesh. That hurts. I've received trade offers. I would love to view them because, oh man, that hurts. I wanted McDaniels bad. And like Mitchell Robinson is not getting traded in real life like that. Oh, sorry about that. Justin Jackson, JJ Redick. But I don't want to win now, that's the issue. Okay, we could trade it for next year's pick. Draymond Green, that's not realistic. None of these guys I want. So who are the prospects available that we scouted? We got Josh Green, but he can't run the 3. Sadiq Bey, Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Can I propose a trade for Jaden McDaniels to the Kings? Like That's the move. Jaden McDaniels. Not for Damian Lillard. For this pick. And we will send you back Trevor Ariza. You're not interested? You want us to throw 2 more first-round picks? Hell no. We won't give you Ariza. We will give you oh nope, we can't do him. We have to do Ariza because the rest are expiring. So we'll give you Trevor Ariza and a future second. They agree, so we do get Jaden McDaniels. I had to do a trade, but we're cool with that. So then they end up taking Cole Anthony, so they're sped. So we screwed their draft up. But we get our guy. And then here, Luke Garza's available. So we'll take Luke Garza in the second round out of Iowa, a guy that can stretch the floor. We'll sim to the end. So after our pick, you got Cole Anthony. Boom, don't know who that is. Theo Maledon dropped. Wait, Killian Hayes got picked, right? Okay. So yeah, Miles Powell went there. Rookie signing, we will sign both of our guys. And that'll do it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe and don't miss the next episode of this and the next rebuilding series. So that'll be, guys. Peace.